All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hmm. As you guys are coming in on YouTube, let me know as you're coming in. Let me know where you're connecting from, so as to actually give a shout out to you. Uh, I got blocked for 7 days on Facebook, so I'm actually using YouTube right now to broadcast to you guys. Um, Good morning or good afternoon. Sorry, good afternoon, because I know it's afternoon in some places at the moment. Mommy 3Ds, how are you doing? Can you hear me? Please respond if you are able to hear me. Please go ahead and respond if you are able to hear me. I want to, you're watching from Norway. Wow. How are you? Linda, how are you doing? Good morning. Able to hear me properly? Thank you very much. Wow. Ade doing Odewale, good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much for connecting. Dina, RM. Thank you very much. Wow. Nice. Loud and clear. All right. Loud and clear. Hmm. Okay. Let's get to it quickly. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Facebook blocked me for 7 days um, for mentioning the word rape. For mentioning the word rape, they blocked me for 7 days. So I'm going to be off of Facebook for 7 days. But I've been posting through my what do you call it? My Instagram. You'll still be seeing all the relationship, stories and all kinds of stuff, challenges in marriage, because I'm posting them through Instagram to Facebook. So you'll still be able to comment on them. Even me myself, I'm not able to comment underneath the post because I've been blocked, and I'm going to be blocked for 7 days. I think we got 6 more days to go. So, for the benefit of those that are just joining, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. Babs Wind, how you doing? And for benefit of those who you're just new to this network, you're new. This is the first time of connecting on a live broadcast, or the first time of seeing any of my videos. I want to welcome you. Thank you very much for coming. I bless the name of the Lord for you. I thank God for keeping every one of us alive at this time. Um, I'm not going to take your time, but we want to just quickly just look at something very important. And this is a story that is possible for it to look like your own story, because so many people do call me sometimes to ask me, Pastor, who shared this with you? It's just like you live in my house. It's like you live in my life and stuff. But one thing I wanted to know is that there is nothing new under heaven. Whatever it is that you're passing through, someone else is passing through the same thing. Whatever it is that you're passing through, someone else is passing through the same situation. And that's why I always tell people, don't kill yourself. Don't give up. All right. It's possible for you to get to a crossroad in life. Challenges, challenges will make you stronger. Challenges will give you a purpose in life. Challenges will give you the drive, the energy to be able to go forward in your life. And that's the reason why God always allows challenges to come. So when they come, don't throw in the towel. Just tell yourself, you know what? I'm ready and I'm going to make it. I'm ready and I'm going to make it. I'm ready and I'm going to make it. And then you will every time, because challenges should give you a positive mindset about your life. What you're going through is supposed to give you a challenge that, you know what? Let me step on this accelerator. Let me take off. I can make it. And you will surely make it. Without challenges, without challenges, you will be on the same spot. It's possible for you to be stagnant without challenges. If you have nothing to push you, you are going to remain on the same spot. And that's why challenges are very important. When you see them, make use of the opportunity to better your life. If you fail examination, that's not the end of your life. If you fail in marriage, as in like ended up in divorcing your husband or your wife, it's not the end of life. It's just the beginning. All right. Adedoyin challenge is a bus stop in Ibadan. I know. Orita challenge, roundabout challenge, Ìyá Ọpẹ́, that kind of stuff. Ìyá Gbogbo, it's just challenge right there. So you need not to give up. You're supposed to now put more effort in your life, look back, and try to look at the situation. How come I find myself here? What did I do correctly? What did I do wrongly? And then you amend your ways and keep on going. It's all about keeping on going. You got to go. You can't stay where you are. And that's why the Bible says when the righteous fall, the Lord will pick him up. He must not stay down. He must continue to move, continue to move. Now, like I always say, relationship or marriage is challenging. Let me just say relationship generally is challenges. It doesn't matter. It's challenging. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship you are into. Even if it's just ordinary friendship, it's still challenges. And I always tell people that, always give room for misunderstanding because misunderstandings will always come. And the moment misunderstanding is knocking on your door, you're going to be a little afraid and you don't know exactly what to do. You don't want to give up. You should expect it. Expect challenges, expect the situation of life. It will come. No matter how you take it, no matter what you do, challenges will always come. All right. Now, going into marriage, we'll find out that so many challenges. Every day there will be one problem, another problem. A couple just called me today. They are actually about to get married, but they're already having challenges. The wife believed that, it's supposed to be smooth. The husband believed, yeah, she's supposed to respect me. He's supposed to understand what I'm passing through. No, it doesn't come that way. The package is actually a secret package. You don't know exactly when you open it. You don't know exactly what you're going to meet inside. So even before you get married, you'll find out that relationship will get very, very difficult at the point because you guys are coming from different backgrounds. So the most important thing in relationship is agreement. To agree. To agree. I'm so sad this morning that a couple, I've been counseling them for some time now, and they have actually decided to go on their ways, and they're like, okay, we are ready to sign the divorce paper. We're done. We just want to move on because lack of agreement. I don't agree with what you're saying. I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't believe in your lifestyle. I don't believe in you. I don't believe in who raised you. I don't understand your culture. I don't understand your tradition. I don't understand the way you perceive things. I can't just do anything based on this. I'm just done. And it's not like the two of them are not good people. The two of them are just they're very good people. It's just that they couldn't just agree. It's difficult for them to agree. To agree is challenging. It's challenging for them. So when you come into a relationship, you begin to see different things. The way we do it here is different from the way you are doing it. One man's food is another man's poison. I was raised this way. You were raised this way. How do you know your own way is the best way? How do I know my own way is the right way? How can we meet each other like in the middle and settle and just keep going on? It's a simple thing to do, but it's still difficult to do because you've been raised in a certain way. You have a certain understanding. You are into a certain kind of lifestyle. It's in a different world entirely. How do we come to agree? Is it the agreement we talk about in church is just full of fun? Fakeness. You say, I agree, I agree, I agree. Do you agree? Yes, I agree. You're only agreeing because you want to keep the body part. You only agree because you want to keep the money. You're only agreeing because you want to show off. You're only agreeing because you feel like you're old enough to get a wife or a husband. You're only agreeing because you feel like, okay, it's the right thing to do. But is it right to do? Do you really agree? Do you really believe? Do you really know that this is the right thing to do? Some of us don't know. We only say, yes, I agree, I agree, I agree. And stuff. And at the end of it, you now find yourself in a point whereby 3 years, 4 years down the road, you start disagreeing. And then disagreement will actually lead to a broken marriage. And that will be the end of it. So before your marriage will get to that point, I think it's time for you to actually listen to this short advice that I'm going to bring to you guys. And it's going to bless your life and transform everything about you. All right? So if you're just joining, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Now, the story I want to share quickly is that, there is this couple. The man got to the United States before the woman. Is it most of the story is the woman filed for him. But this time around is a different ball game now. The man was here, got his citizenship here. He drove Uber for almost about 6 years or so. I mean, 3 years or so, to be able to get enough money to bring his wife up here, the wife and the children. All right, and that's actually the responsibility of that man anyway. All right, I don't think anybody should glorify themselves and say, "Oh, I worked 3 years to bring you here." That's your responsibility to bring your family. That's your family. You should bring your family. So, do you want me to praise you for doing your responsibility? No, I'm not going to praise you for doing your responsibility. That's what a man should do. And that's what you've done. And thank God you're a good guy. Thank God you're able to walk. And thank God you're able to remember your family to bring them up here. Okay? So, I don't think I'm supposed to be rolling on the ground and be worshiping you for doing the right thing. It's the right thing to do. If you don't know the right thing, it's different. But you know the right thing, you knew it, and you're able to put yourself into the whole stuff, and you're able to do it, is the right thing. I'm not supposed to praise you for bringing your wife. All right? So many of you guys are thinking, oh, because you worked so hard to bring the woman up here, it means you've done wonders. No, you've not done anything. It's part of the response. That's part of the of your job description as a husband to do for your family. And you didn't only bring the woman here, you brought your entire family, as in like your wife, your children, to this place. So when she got to America, this guy continued to work, driving Uber, as the woman registered in the nursing school to go to nursing school to become a registered nurse. Becoming a registered nurse is not kind of like easy. People just believe that the moment I provide the money, you just go to nursing school, take the courses. After 5 years, you come back and tell me I'm now a registered nurse. No, it doesn't work that way. It takes a lot of effort. Class must go to class every day. You must study every day. You must do assignment every day. You must, you must do all manners of things. Before now, passing the exam, the board exam, it takes a long, long effort to be able to pass the board exam. So passing the board exam, you now feel like, okay, yeah, you are now fulfilled to be referred to as a registered nurse. Now you can look for a job to start making some few, coins here and there, and then you work long hours. You have to work long hours to be able to make that kind of money that we're talking about. For you to make that kind of money, we're talking about $10,000 a month. You have to work long, long hours. You have to work long hours. And that's exactly what we're saying. That's what we're saying here. All right. So this guy drove Uber for another 6 years or so, maybe 6 or 5, to be able to send the wife to nursing school. But inside of his head, the mindset is that I'm sending this woman to school to go and get the education so that she can become my slave and she can go to work and make money and let me control the money. Surrender your salary to me. I understand. Some of you may be laughing right now. Some of you may be looking and say, really? Is that real? Really? Yeah. Some people, may end up saying, yeah, I think that's right. No, it's not. That's not right. All right. The right thing is that what have you done for yourself as a man? Have you been able to invest in your own life? Have you gone to school? Have you graduated school? Have you taken your board exam? Are you marketable? Can't you get a job? Why are you driving Uber? Are you driving Uber because you lost your job? Or are you driving Uber just to support your other income? Or you don't have any qualification at all to be able to get a job and that's why you're driving Uber? We need the answers to the questions so that we will be able to know, all right, we understand. But we won't understand if you are just driving Uber for you to have time for yourself and then for you to gallivant all around the place and go to parties at night and do all manners of things while your wife is busy going to school, reading her books and taking exams and all kinds of stuff. And now you are calculating that, okay, let her just submit our money to you so that you can be the one controlling the money. Well, for husband and wife in an ideal situation, you guys are supposed to have a joint account anyway. All right. The whole money is supposed to go in there. And then you guys can pay bills together. But it's not going to work if you are trying to now build a slave for yourself and you're sending her to school to go work for you. All right. And bring home money so you can spend it. It's never going to work like that. And there are so many African men with this same mentality. African men with this same idea that I'm sending my wife to school to become a nurse. And they will even dictate. They will dictate what they want you to do. They don't want you to go to school to go and read law. They don't want you to go and be a medical doctor. They don't want you to go and be an architect. They don't want you to go and be accountant or whatever. They just want you to go to become a nurse because it's easy to becoming a nurse because it takes probably like about a year plus for you to be LPN. When you become LPN, you start making some money. Then they send you again for another 2 years. You become RN and then you start making money. Then they send you again for another few years and then you become a kind of a nursing administrator and you start making money just exactly like the doctors are making. So they understand all of this stuff. So they actually put the plan together. They write the script. They know how many years it's going to take and say, boom. And then they start going. Now, these guys were paying bills, all right, because they live in a kind of a dirty environment. They live in a stupid environment where it's possible for them to pay rent of $700, $500, $700 rent in a month. Because what they do is they just drive Uber for some time. They make $1,000 a month. They buy food in the house and they pay house rent, pay utility and all kinds of stuff. And the little coins they have, they roll to town with their boys and stuff like that. While the woman is busy going to school and then building a better life for them. So they believe he's going to build a better life for them. So they stay back and waiting for the woman to go to school. And that woman, after going to school all the way, they are now expecting now for her to start putting the $10,000 she's making a month into the account so they can control it. So they don't have to sweat. So they don't have to worry. They can stay at home and watch TV all day long and whatever they want to do. So, and if this didn't happen, all right, then they will now start fighting. Then there will be unrest in the house. Then the woman is not submissive. Then the woman is not a nice person. Then the woman is not a grateful person. Abaramo Rejedi, I brought you from Nigeria up here. Thank you for bringing me. All right. Now the woman is now making money. They now believe the woman is now arrogant. They believe the woman is now proud. Oh, the woman is not grateful with all what I've done. And then when they report the issue to the family, their own family, they don't talk about all of the sacrifice of the woman. They only talk about, I drove Uber. They will mention I drove Uber like 5 billion times so that people can pity them and say, oh, you drove Uber for 5 years, 10 years to send the woman to college. Then people will start saying all manners of things based on the story. And then they say, oh, she's a bad woman. Oh, she's a bad woman. She's not a bad woman. It's just that you guys are bad people too. You need to take your time to ask the right questions to know exactly what the woman has gone through. Why didn't the man upgrade himself? Why didn't he go to school too? If he's got the money to go to school, why didn't he go to school? Go to school, become a nurse, become a doctor, become whatever it is, and make money to support the family. And if your wife is not going to be going to school, it's going to be additional income for the family. It's going to be additional income for the family. All right? And that's it. How do you cope? How do you cope with your life if you don't have this understanding? Now, fighting your wife on her salary is never going to bring you any kind of respect. There is no woman that is going to submit to your authority. Your authority can be submitted to. All right? And so many of our men, they are in this category. They don't have what it takes to attract submission. Submission comes from you doing your duty. Submission comes from you referencing and loving your wife. Submission comes from you being a bill payer. Submission comes from you taking care of business. Submission will not come, respect will not come when you fight with your wife over her own salary. All right? The two of you are supposed to work it out together. You will see women will always submit and surrender their salary to anybody. If you are the kind of man who knows how to provide for the family, a woman will submit her salary to you. And a woman will submit. You have to be transparent. You have to be loyal. You have to be open. All right? You have to be faithful also. Then you begin to see your wife submitting, surrendering, because it's reciprocal. What you do to your wife is what your wife is going to do to you. Don't expect her to be nice to you first. And you say, oh, why don't you, she needs to surrender. Why don't you surrender first? Because you are the leader. You are the head. You should surrender first. You should submit your salary first. Submit your life first. Go to school and start paying bills. All right? That's exactly what you need to do. If you are able to do this, then your wife will submit to your authority. Now, demanding for your wife to submit a salary is a wrong move. It's a wrong move. The very first thing that you must do as a man is make sure you operate. I was sharing with you guys that I'm back in school. Yeah, I just took one exam already and I passed. I'm so glad about it. I think I'm going to go to the next level right now and take my second exam. And I know I'm going to pass the second exam also. As I'm actually looking for a place to do internship without money. They're not going to pay you. So I'm going to, no, I don't really need the money right now. I just need to gather the experience. I need to gather the experience. I need to be able to feel good about it. I know that I know exactly what to do. I'm not waiting for my wife to bring home my money. I'm not waiting for her to feed me. I'm not waiting for her to bring her money home. I'm actually planning to make my own money. I want to have multiple streams of income. As I'm making money on social media, I'm making money from counseling. I want to make money from becoming an IT specialist also. So that at the end of the day, I can work from home. I can have 4 computers open in front of me. As I'm working on these, I'm working on these, I'm working on these. And that's going to bring more money. All right. Instead of me just lying down on the couch or driving Uber all around and then come back home and say, I didn't make any money. No, that's never going to be the best thing for any man. Every man, every man supposed to stand up, get up, and be able to make something good out of your life. And I pray so that the Lord God Almighty will help each and every one of us in the mighty name of Jesus. So if you have any question for me quickly before I go, because I'm about to rock and roll right now, because I have a session, you have a question for me, go ahead and post it quickly, and I'm going to just respond to the question right this moment. Um, for someone looking for the wife to submit the salary, I think the best approach is for you to first of all go upgrade yourself. Upgrade yourself, do the right thing, and then you will see your wife submitting to your authority. It's very important. Any questions so far? Any question? Please, if you have any question, feel free to reach out. If not, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for um, watching this episode of my show. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel before you leave. Click the subscription button and subscribe to this channel so that you can get updates all the time by the grace of God when I come online. Because I'm thinking of just staying up here. I just want to stay up here, on YouTube and have some fun up here. So, Adedori, thank you very much. Mommy 3, thank you. Dina, thank you very much. God bless you. All right, so subscribe to this channel, be here, and the Lord will bless you in Jesus' name. Stay blessed, stay cool. I'll see you guys later. Bye.